The tube of skin that comes out from this procedure, that is where that piercing has lived for all those years.
I'm Jacqueline and I'm getting my belly button piercing hole removed today. I got my belly button pierced when I was 16 years old. It was the early 2000s and basically everyone had their belly button pierced. One night I went to the emergency room with my mom because I had like a growth inside my belly button hole and it ended up being a really bad infection, so I took it out then and I haven't worn it since, and that was 12 years ago. I am not afraid of needles. I have actually been battling breast cancer since December of this year. I have no family history and I do not have the genetic mutation. So immediately I had a double mastectomy and followed by a few other things, and I just finished chemo about a month ago. A belly button piercing removal, no big deal.
Beauty means confidence, really. Feeling good about yourself and being happy with yourself. Hi, I'm Dr. Jubin Gabe. I'm a board-certified plastic surgeon in Beverly Hills. Belly button piercing removal is something that I've been doing for a while, and as people realize that it is something you can do something about, I get calls all the time. Tell me what bugs you about this. Let's talk about how we can fix it for you.
Well, first of all, the way that it looks, you know, it's just like an ugly hole in the middle of my stomach. And second of all, it kind of fills up every once in a while with some stuff and I have to squeeze it out, and it's really gross, and I just don't want to worry about it anymore.
Looking at this right now, you can actually see that the darkness of the top here is part of the shadow. So I can just get rid of this, and by itself it's going to make it look better.
Great.
Okay? Any questions about any of this?
No.
All right.
Excited.
Perfect. Good. Well, let's do it.
I am most anxious about seeing any kind of blood, but if the end result is what I came here for, then it's okay.
I am going to lay down some cleansing agents, clean the skin, make sure all the bacteria is killed. I mark out the piercing above and below so that I know where to cut. Then I put in some local anesthetic to make sure she doesn't feel a single thing. And also this anesthetic has epinephrine in it, which squeezes down the blood vessels and prevents bleeding, a very important thing. Once I'm ready to start, I begin by making a tiny little incision around the top of the piercing hole and the bottom of the piercing hole. From there, I sort of work my way down and up and free up that tube of skin that connects the top and bottom of the piercing hole. Once the tube is freed up completely, I'm able to easily pull it out, snip it away, and it's gone. Then I will do my closure in multiple layers. First, I put a dissolvable suture deep in the deeper layer of the skin, and that really is helpful to help take tension off of the top layers of the skin. After I put in the deep stitches, I put in a couple of superficial removable stitches at the top layer of the skin. Those will stay in for just about a week. I will cut them out and she is good to go. The whole thing takes less than half an hour from beginning to end.
Wow.
You see how it's smoother now. So the stitches are there, but when that goes, it's just a straight shot down. It's going to be invisible.
My initial reaction was that it was so easy. I didn't feel a thing and it was really, really quick.
When you get a belly button piercing, there is a top and a bottom. The top is sort of above the belly button. The bottom is inside of the belly button. That's where the piercing goes through. So when I cut this out, I cut around the top, I cut around the bottom. There is literally a tube of skin that interconnects the top and bottom of that, and that is where that piercing has lived for all those years.
It has been 10 days since my belly button piercing hole removal, and honestly, I could not be happier that I did it. It was so easy, the healing process. It was like no pain at all. It already looks great, so I'm really looking forward to seeing the results over time. No more stuff coming out of my belly button hole.
Working with Jacqueline is very special for me. I've known her for a long time. She has a very powerful background story. So really, it's funny, every time I see her, it's really a special experience for me in the office, and doing this was, even better.
After the year that I've had, this procedure was nothing, and I'm really excited to see what it looks like in the future, and I'm so glad that I did it. Thank you for watching Refinery29. To watch more videos, click here. To subscribe, click here.